Welcome to Green and Woke on YouTube. We hope you enjoyed this segment. The link to the entire podcast can be found in the description box. May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month. Skin cancer is one of the most common types of cancer, but also one of the most preventable. Unfortunately, there are many myths surrounding skin cancer. Over the centuries, people have done some very foolish things in the name of beauty trends. In many cultures, it is believed to be a sign of wealth and stature to have lighter skin, since having darker skin meant that the person had to work outside, often in the fields doing farm work. In Europe, before 1920, wealthy women often carried a parasol, which in Spanish means for the sun, and it's a small umbrella to protect their faces from the sun. Women in some Asian countries still do this. In America, during Civil War, some women ate seeds known to contain arsenic, which is a poison, to make their skin whiter. In many countries today, some women still use various lotions and creams to lighten their skin that contain arsenic or mercury, which is another poison. In the 1920s, however, the leisure class of America and Europe began to show an interest in outdoor sports, leading to the popularity of the suntan. The Great Gatsby is described as having a tan, which he showed off by wearing a white linen suit. By the 1960s, a beach culture had taken hold, and bathing suits had become smaller and smaller, and being tan was considered trendy. By the 1970s, products like Coppertone suntan oil, a product designed to make you tan darker by literally burning your skin, were on the market. They had an SPF of 2. However, by the 1980s, scientists discovered that our use of aerosol sprays like hairspray, spray paint, etc., containing CFCs and other chemicals like those found in air conditioners and cooling systems had literally caused a giant hole in our ozone layer. The ozone layer is the layer of our atmosphere that acts like a shield to protect us from harmful radiation from outer space. What scientists learned was that the radiation that was getting through was causing an increase in skin cancer. Now, here are some myths about skin cancer. First and foremost, the biggest one is that only white people get skin cancer. That is false. While having some characteristics such as white skin that can't tan but only turns red and burns, which is a trait often seen in people from the British Isles, or having red, reddish blonde, or reddish brown hair, or having any moles or freckles, does significantly increase your chances of getting skin cancer. And having darker skin does decrease your chances of getting skin cancer because of the increased melanin in the body. The truth is, no one is completely without risk, especially since certain factors can increase your likelihood of getting the disease. The legendary musician and father of reggae, Bob Marley, died from skin cancer at age 36. The spread of melanoma to his lungs and brain caused his death. The second one is getting a base tan will keep you safe. False. There is no such thing as a safe tan, not even a base tan. When you tan, you are literally burning your skin. 3. Using a tanning bed is a safe way to get a tan. False. I'm not sure why tanning beds are even still on the market, because tanning beds darken your skin using ultraviolet UV light, which is definitely an increase that increases your chances of getting skin cancer and cataracts. Now, the only way to avoid skin cancer is to be safe in the sun. As summer approaches, here are some safety tips. 1. Avoid going out during peak sun hours like from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on land and 5 p.m. on sea. Now, if you must go out, use a broad rimmed hat, wear sunglasses to protect your eyes, and yes, ladies, carry that stylish parasol and cover yourself. Wear light colors that reflect the sun's rays. Loose fitting clothing to stay cool, but try to cover as much of your skin as possible. They actually sell clothing with sunblock just sewn into it. 2. For body parts that are not covered, wear sunblock. Incredibly, the silly tanning oils, the SP2s from the 1970s, are still available on the market. Avoid those. Sunscreens have an SPF of 15 to 30. Those will still allow you to tan, so they're not a great protection from skin cancer. So instead, opt for a sunblock. That's a cream or lotion with an SPF of 30 or higher. Make sure it reads broad spectrum or indicates that it protects against UVA and UVB rays. If you plan to exercise, make sure to get sweat-proof or sports sunblock. Note that if you're out all day, you'll have to reapply sunblock every few hours. If you're going swimming, you'll need sweat-proof or waterproof sunblock, and you'll need to reapply it more frequently. If you plan to swim in the ocean, use an eco-friendly sunblock that doesn't contain the oxybenzone or the octinoate, since these chemicals are very harmful to marine animals like dolphins. Children and babies must wear sunblock. Children's skin is much more delicate than an adult skin. The elderly, children, and babies can overheat easily, leading to heat stroke, which can be fatal. If children or babies get a severe sunburn where the skin blisters and peels even once, their chances of getting skin cancer later in life increases dramatically. When applying sunblock, have someone help you to get those areas like your back or the hard to reach areas. Make sure you cover all of your body. For bald men, that means applying sunblock on your head. Don't forget your feet. People often wear flip-flops, sandals, and other open-toed shoes during the summer. And Bob Marley's skin cancer started on one of his toes, so be careful. 3. Don't assume that you're safe if it's cloudy. Germany, a country that is frequently gray and gets very little sunshine, is powered mostly by solar energy. Why? They use solar panels that absorb UV rays. Remember, the hole we've made in the ozone layer allows ultraviolet rays to enter our atmosphere, and those can penetrate through clouds. This means that it's possible to get a sunburn even on a cloudy day, and even in winter. As skiers and snowboarders know all too well, it is very easy to get sunburn in the winter, since UV rays penetrate through the clouds and are reflected by the snow. 4. Be careful when using makeup, creams, lotions, and other products. Many anti-aging products contain retinol. If you use any of these products, like chemicals that have retinol, use them at night. These products it'll make you have a sunburn and have adverse reactions to the sunlight. Also, know that certain medicines can also have a similar effect. When you start taking any new medications, Read the list of instructions, precautions, and possible side effects to see if you should avoid sunlight while taking this medication. Since if you've had a chemical peel, microdermabrasion, or extreme exfoliating procedures, you should definitely avoid the sun for a few days after the procedure. And 5, know your body. Become familiar with your moles, freckles, and birthmarks. Generally, raised moles are safer than flat moles because they are not likely to change. Moles should be brown and small. If you see a mole get darker, grow larger than an eraser on a pencil, become asymmetrical or develop irregular borders, or turn an unusual color like a red, green, or blue, or turn two different colors, you should see a doctor, a dermatologist. Do that immediately. There are very few different types of skin cancer, including the carcinomas and the melanomas. Again, skin cancer is preventable and curable if caught early. For this reason, and because it's impossible to check every part of your body yourself, you can get moles in your ears, behind your ears, on your scalp, etc. It is suggested that all adults see a dermatologist for cancer screening once per year. Summer is just around the corner. Stay safe in the sun.